Today I'm going to introduce the area of Termini because I was living there for almost 3 months when I arrived in Rome. I had a great time in this neighborhood and met some good friends there. Even many people told me that the Termini is the dangerous, dirty, and many pickpockets, but it's a very convenient area in Rome. It's very easy to reach everywhere and now, let me spend a little bit time to talk about the station of Termini. The station has a regular train service to all major Italian cities, as well as the daily international service with the 33 platforms and over 180 million passengers each year. Roma Termini is the second largest railway station in Europe after Paris. Termini is also the main public transport inside Rome. Two Rome metro lines A and B intersect at the Termini metro station, and a major bus station is located at Piazza dei Cinquecento. The square is from the station. However, the main train lines of the city cross at the Porta Maggiore. In 1863, Pope Pius IX opened the first temporary Termini stations as the terminus of the Rome. The first two lines previously had a separate station elsewhere in the city, and as the third line was under development, the city chose to build one central station, as opposed to the Paris model of having separate terminus stations for each line or each direction. And the Villa Montato Belletti, erected in the 16th century by Pope Sixtus V, was chosen as the site for this new station, which was to be called the central station of Roman railways. Constructions of the permanent station began in 1868. In the last years of the papal temporal power over the city of Rome, and was completed in 1874 after the capture of Rome and the installing of the government of the United Italy. It was laid out according to the plan by the architect Salvatore Bianchi. The first front of this station to reach Via del Cavo, which means it extended some 200 meters deeper into the city than the current station. In 1937, it was decided to replace the old station as part of planning for the 1942 World's Fair, which was never held because of the outbreak of World War II. The old station was demolished, and a part of the new station was constructed. But in 1943, upon the collapse of the Italian fascist government, works were halted. The side structures of the design by the Angiolo Mazzoni de Grande still form part of the present-day station. The station building today is current building was designed by the two teams selected through a competition in the 1947. In architecture, the buildings expressed the sense of arrival in Rome and communicate a sense of the eternal city as both modern and traditional, looking forward to the future as well as remembering its history. It's about the presence in the urban fabric expresses the diversity of the city histories and speak of the dramatic new scale of the modern industrial economic of Italy. Villa Paletti was one of the most important villa in Rome. It was almost 6 kilometers long. In the 1576, Cardinal Felice de Paletti bought a vineyard from the doctor of Luca Potavano. He chose it because it is close to the Basilica of Santa Maria Maggiore, and he likes it very much. In 1577, Camilla de Belletti gave the villa as the dowry to her daughter-in-law. The cardinal was worried about losing his property, and in 1578 he paid for it all own expense to buy back. In 1585, after being elected as a Pope 65, the first expansions of the villa was through the donation of the Camilo de Costa de Vineyard, which is located in the Bath of Diolexia, a wealth of discoveries were found in the subsoil. The next day, Cardinal Antonio Maria Saviati donated another vineyard to the Pope. As the gratitude, it has been next to the Villa Belletti. But on the side of the church of the Santa Maria Maggiore, there is the portico casino with the turret near the Piazza de Felice Palace. In 1587, Sixtus Ford purchased for his sisters a large vineyard located between the Baths of Diocletian and the monasteries of the San Antonio of the Monastery of the Eusebio. In 1587, donated his large vineyards in the Porta San Lorenzo to the Donna Camilla Belletti, which is rich in ancient ruins. The most important remains of the Roman era are the remains of the ancient Agua Masia. 6 large portals opened on the walls of the villa. They were built between 1586 and 1588. The first built Porta di Guilinalis was the main entrance of the Diocletiano Square. Before purchasing all the land of that must from the Villa de Montalto, Sixtus V decided to build a new royal palace that could house the entire papal court. He decided to build it in the long Piazza della Termini, next to the Porta de Guilinalis, to replace the ruin of the niches of the Roman baths. The project was entrusted to the Domenico de Fontana in 1587. It is a large 4-story building with the large 3-story towers above the attic, and the panoramic views sweeps across the Rome from here. All the way narrated by the poets and the writers and the painters and sculptors is not what I said, and I just copy what I researched, and it didn't survive the urban. A large part was the expropriate for the constructions of the Termini station. The rest of the divided into the building, create modern residential areas as Grilino and Viminale, the Termini station, and the Piazza del Cinquecento, shows destroying the hundreds of years of history. This undoubtedly is one of the most destructive urban crimes in the city. And 1 week ago, I went to Termini for the visit. The friends of mine who are the senior policemen, and he works in this area for the 30 years. Now let's listen to what he said. And could you please tell me what kind of the people in this area and what kind of the situation and experience you unforgettable experience in here?
Well, most of all, around here there are residents, people that manage their business like hotel, restaurants, bar, pubs, shops, souvenir shops, and something like that. And but of course, we this area is surrounded by a lot of people that they are kind of weird people in something like a lot of foreigners, a lot of strangers hanging around here, not exactly living here because we have a lot of homeless people just sleeping around this area, the station area, because you know the station is sometimes is like that, and we have a lot of people that they are not Italian, they're just hanging out, and you see them hanging out during the day and the night, just walking around and drinking, selling drugs. Uh, a lot of thief and pickpockets because of course there is a lot of tourists in this area, so unfortunately there's a lots of pickpockets as well, and we have many problem we were experienced during this year, always a lot of problem because when you find homeless people, they drink, they get drunk, they fight, and we are experiencing a lot of this problematic and situations like that. And of course, this is not a good thing for tourists because tourists sometimes they should face these things and they have problem. Some of them they get pickpockets. Some of them they were involved in crash or fighting or something like that. Let's say that during this year I have seen this station changing so many times. It was clean before the Jubileo in 2000, then after the Jubileo the government released the attention that they had on it, and it got dirty and full of these people around again. Now they clean again. It was safe, and right now it's dirty and insecure again. It's let's say that even if for me that I'm Roman, there are some parts of the station, especially in the other side, that it's not safe even for me to walk alone in the night because it could be dangerous because there are a lot of people that they just do crimes because they have no job, they have no situation, they are homeless, so the only thing that they have to do to gain money and it's make crimes, selling drugs or being pickpockets. So I understand that the situation right now is not really nice for this reason because it could be dangerous, especially during the night time, of course, to walk around the station area alone because you risk to be assaulted, robbed, or pickpocketed.
Yeah, thank you very much, Senior Police Francesco. I think, do you enjoy your life in Germany?
Well, this is my area. I basically grew up here because, as I told you before, I have been in this area since like 1996. So it's almost 25 years. And of course, all my good friends, all my good situations are here. So of course, this is my quarter right now, and my life is here. My occupation, my interest in my business, everything is here. So even if, as I told you before, it's not the best area of Rome where to live and have a business, but this is my life because all my friends are here.
But enjoyed to live here when I live here for 3 months, and I met a lot of good friends here. So even the Bangladesh and or the African people, and the Italian people here. I'm very enjoy to live in the Termini, and thank you, Francesco,
You're
to
welcome.
give us the information. Thank you so much. Ciao.
Bye.